Haven't done one of these videos in a while. My boy, my favorite hackathon on YouTube. I said hackathon, but my favorite hacker creator on YouTube. I had to move my face. Cyberflow, let's go.
You just decided to learn hacking. Congrats! You've watched Mr. Robot twice. You've got Kali Linux downloading in the background, and you're about 48 hours away from realizing that literally nothing works the way it does in the movies. You've probably already visualized yourself finding a 0 day in some Fortune 500 company, or at the very least, being able to impress your friends by hacking the Wi Fi at Starbucks. But before you open that first Metasploit tutorial, we need to talk about the reality of your next 12 months, because 87% of people who start learning cybersecurity quit in their first year. I've already made every mistake for you. Crashed production servers, bricked my own router, got IP banned from Hack the Box more times than I care to admit, so hopefully you can learn this without losing your mind. First thing, pick your lane, because hacking isn't one thing. Web application hacking means breaking websites with SQL injection and XSS. Practice it legally on Portswigger Web Security Academy and Hack the Box. But you're about to spend 3 months learning JavaScript just to understand why a site is vulnerable. Network penetration testing is Nmap, Wireshark, Metasploit,
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna just
scanning networks and exploiting vulnerabilities. But your mistakes are
actually nah. The reason why people quit cybersecurity the first 6 months is because of YouTubers who pitch the idea that you're gonna be fucking rich after you get a cert, after you get this. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're going up against people like me. I don't even got a job yet. You hear me? Yet. But I love this shit. I do it for the game itself, my boy. Like, I wanna meet people who love this shit. Like y'all niggas just want a quick money scheme and this, that. And I love this shit. You get what I mean? I make a YouTube around it. I'll post every day, as you can see on my channel, with the evidence in itself about how much that I hate how creators big up certain shit. You'll see hacking software. I just love this shit. Cause I can't get in the field right now. I engulf myself when I do get time, but I find the time. Like I ain't out here saying my 9 to 5 can't. No, if I can't code, I'm reacting. If I can't react, I'm coding. If I can't code, I'm react. It's one or the other, bro. Or I'm using AI to help me with the process, my boy. Like you gotta have a love for this shit. And I've been doing it for a long time, and I've seen the market's ups and downs, and I do have some experience. But you have to love this shit. That it comes down to that. That's why I didn't want to stop it earlier, but I just want to say that if you don't love this shit, please exit the field. You make it harder for people who love it to do what they love. Like just exit the field. If you don't want to exit, it's cool too. Don't get me wrong, but you will be exiting soon as well because you don't know how to keep up. And if you do, great for you. But I hope you do know like people are loving this shit and keeping up at a faster pace. Like your job is to stay ahead. If you're a hacker, you stay ahead. If you're in IT, cool. Hackers are always going to be ahead of you in the first place. So like, all right, maybe you don't got to stay ahead. You just got to do research. Maybe you're better researchers than people who love this shit. But if you're a hacker, oh yeah, you got to break shit. You got to find shit to break and you got to tinker, bro. Like if you're not doing that, then you will be outpaced. You will be outpaced, my boy.
extremely loud, and you'll trigger every IDS alert if you scan the wrong range. Reverse engineering is disassembling binaries and reading assembly code. It'll make you insane at finding vulns, but it takes months just to understand memory addresses. Week 1 hits and nothing works. Your Wi Fi adapter isn't recognized, your VM won't boot, apt get update throws errors, and you spend 4 hours on Stack Overflow where every answer from 2009 ends with, never mind, I figured it out, with no explanation. You're spending 60% of your first month troubleshooting your own setup. This is where most people quit. Don't use Kali as your daily driver yet. Run it in VirtualBox or VMware. Download the pre-built VM from Offensive Security's website. It's free and saves you 10 hours. And snapshot your VM before you break it, because you will break it. When you fire up Metasploit and type exploit and nothing happens, it's because you forgot to set R hosts or the payload or any required option. Use show options before running any exploit. I've watched people waste hours on this. Week 3 is tutorial hell. You've bookmarked 47 YouTube videos, tabs open for tryhackme, Hack the Box, Pen Tester Lab, Cyberary, Udemy, and none of them agree on where to start. One guy says learn Python first. Another says master networking. Someone swears you should just pop boxes on Hack the Box, and you're paralyzed. Pick one resource and finish it. Try Hackme's Complete Beginner's Path or TCM Security's Practical Ethical Hacking course. I don't care which, just finish one, because the best course is the one you actually complete. Month 1 ends and you've rooted your first easy box. Then you watch someone pop a hard machine in 20 minutes and realize you have no idea what you're doing. This is imposter syndrome, and it hits hard because there's always someone better. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 47. Even pros Google everything. I still look up SQL syntax every time. Start keeping a hacking journal in Obsidian, Notion, Cherry Tree, or a Google Doc. Write down every technique in your words with your screenshots, because 3 months from now, you won't remember how you exploited that Apache Tomcat vulnerability. Month 2 is when you break something important by running random scripts from GitHub without reading them. Before running any exploit, read the source code. Check what it's trying to do. Test it in a disposable environment. Take a VM snapshot. Month 3 is privilege escalation hell. Getting initial access is easy. Escalating to root is where hackers are made. Learn linps for Linux and winps for Windows.
Yeah, I hope you guys are taking notes and following along because this is some stuff that you may or may not want to do. So like your route is yours. I'm just showing it and reviewing it because he's a great content creator. And even in the software developer route, you kind of got to know what shit is there. So like for me, this is interesting, but for you guys, let me know what you guys think actually, because I'm not a know-it-all, but I'm curious to see who's
Study
watching.
GTFOBNs for Linux binary exploitation, LOLBAS for Windows living off the land binaries, and the payloads all the things GitHub repo that has templates for everything. Month 6 is the plateau where you're not beginner but definitely not intermediate. You root easy boxes consistently, medium boxes are hit or miss, hard boxes make you close the tab after the first Nmap scan. Break through by doing CTFs on Pico CTF.
Yeah, yeah, I got this bitch right here. Hold on. Yes, sir. I got this bitch right here, bro. I just wanted to let y'all know, like, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this bitch.
And try Hack Me events. Read write ups from people better than you after rooting boxes to discover new techniques. Join Try Hack Me Discord or Hack the Box forums or r/AskNetsec and learn Python or Bash properly to automate repetitive tasks. Month 8 is the gear trap, where you think you need a $3,000 laptop and a Wi Fi pineapple and a Flipper Zero. Stop. Your skill is the bottleneck, not your hardware. You can do 95% of hacking on a $300 used laptop running VirtualBox. People pass OSCP with 8 gigabytes of RAM. If you want an upgrade, get an Alpha AWS 036 ACH Wi Fi adapter for $40 that supports monitor mode, or a Raspberry Pi 4 for portable pen testing. But that $1,200 you're about to spend on a hacking laptop should go toward an OSCP voucher instead. Day 365, you've survived. Remember when Burp Suite was confusing? Now you intercept requests in your sleep. Remember when Nmap syntax looked like hieroglyphics? Now you're chaining scans like it's nothing. Your first year isn't about becoming elite, it's about being consistent and resilient with something genuinely difficult. If you made it through tutorial hell, broken VMs, imposter syndrome, and the plateau, you're in the top 13% who started this journey. Look, I've been doing this for years, and the biggest thing I wish I had when I started wasn't better tools or more courses. It was people who'd already walked this path and could answer the random 2 a.m. questions when I was stuck. That's why I put together everything I use, every resource.
random 2 a.m.
Course, every automation script, the entire workflow that took me years to figure out into one place. First link in the description takes you to Cyberflow's Academy. It's my private community, and there's a full video walkthrough showing you exactly what's inside. Complete transparency, no surprises. You get the courses I wish existed when I started, the tools I've built to save you hundreds of hours, a Discord where me and other veterans who actually work in the field answer your questions, and honestly, just a group of people who are serious about not being part of that 87% that quits. Check it out if you're serious about year two, because that's when things get interesting. Thanks for watching.
Yo, that video just reminded me I had to reach out to one of my hacker friends. That's what I was doing just now. But make friends ultimately, and make sure you watch this video that's next, appearing in 5 seconds. Nope. Make friends. Make sure you interact with people. Go through this as a learning process, and know that you don't know everything, and sometimes you just gotta enjoy the ride. It's not all about the job. Hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to Cyberflow. I'm surprised he didn't fucking pitch out his community, but you guys should check out his community. Definitely seems like it's a useful resource. And I'll catch you in the next one, man.